Yes, that's fine. Good evening, everybody. So, hope you people are doing good. In the last classes, we discussed about the HTML. In this class, we are going to start the series of lectures on the CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. So, it adds the features and the functionalities to the HTML, and it is used to create an attractive websites as well. Now we'll see one by one in the CSS. So CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS describes how to HTML are displayed on the screen, paper, or in other media. CSS saves a lot of work. It controls the layouts of multiple pages all at the once, and external CSS are stored in the CSS files. Okay, so we'll start now. First of all, within this, I'll try to create one new page. Yeah, it's too slow. So in the CSS selection, we have the three categories. That is selector and the property, and then followed by value. Okay, I'll show here. It's loading. Um, and also from LMS portal, the courses also released. Hope you people got or received a mail. So in that Salesforce developer, many things is there. So in which domain you are interested, you can select that one and try to apply for that one. So still, if you are not checked your mail, kindly check it now itself and try to apply for it, because it's a very important to you people for building your resume strong. Okay, that's fine. So here I am creating one HTML document. So I'm giving the page title as Start e-learning, and here we have three types of CSS. Okay, so in the first one is inline CSS, then second one is internal CSS, and then third one is external CSS. So these are the three types of CSS. So inline CSS is going to be given within the line itself. Okay, within the line itself. So we implemented these things in the HTML tutorial itself, and then internal CSS is nothing but, so within the HTML and inside of head section we are going to create one style. Okay, so within that style we are going to give the CSS properties. Within a style the CSS properties are included. And then while coming to the external CSS, it's going to be saved in external file. Okay, so it is stored in stored with, okay, stored with dot CSS extension. And then these are going to be it's going to be imported by using link. Okay, so likewise, we are going to import the external CSS file into the current HTML document. Okay, so this is what the introduction regarding this CSS. So in CSS is nothing but within the line itself we are going to use the CSS properties, and while coming to the internal property, internal CSS. So within the style section we are going to add the CSS properties. So for adding the CSS properties we have many things is there, like ID, class, and one more thing, object is there. Likewise we have many things to give the CSS properties, and for the division tag, so we can give as well. And then while coming to the external CSS, all the CSS properties are going to be included in one document. The document is going to be what the document is going to be saved with .css extension. Okay, so it's going to be imported within the link tag. So it's going to be imported here within the head stuff section. We are going to give the path of that particular CSS document. Okay, so we'll try to implement one inline CSS. Okay, so for that I'm using a head, or you might use a head, paragraph as well. So in this I am going to give welcome to CSS tutorial. So we'll try to save it and try to run in one more tab. So it's in desktop and full stack 2023 within this examples, and then CSS intro. So this is what the output of this one. So you can see welcome to CSS tutorial is displayed over here. So while implementing this inline CSS, here we have to give the style. So within the style we are going to give the CSS properties. Okay, color color. I'm going to give the text color for this. I'm giving it as green. So we'll see now how the output will be. See here, it's converted to green color. So hope you people are observing the differences between the previous thing and the current thing, right? So this is what the inline CSS. So here not only the color, so we have many properties. Okay, so we can implement these things for the background color and then text alignment. So we have many CSS properties. So we'll discuss one by one, one by one. Okay. So first you just understand what is inline CSS. So this is how we are going to view the inline CSS. While coming to the next thing, that is internal CSS. What I told you. So within the tag we are going to give the style. Okay, so here within the style you have to give the CSS properties. So for this I am creating one paragraph or one more paragraph. So for this paragraph I'm going to give the CSS properties, that is color itself I'm going to mention. Now I'm giving this as a red color, that is we have dark red, Indian red, orange red, and then like this. We have many red colors. I'm going to use the Indian red color. Now I'll try to give the one more paragraph. So that paragraph. So within that paragraph, I'm going to give some of the content. CSS stands for cascading style sheets. So likewise, I have given. I'm trying to choose this schema. Yeah, that's fine. We'll see the output of this one. See here, you might be observing the thing that the text which we are given in this P1 paragraph is going to be displayed in the Indian red color. Okay, so within this HTML document, we are giving this CSS property by including the style tag. Within the style tag, we are mentioning the CSS property. Okay, so here, so you have to understand the things. Okay, so this we are given p1, no, so this might this would be selector. Okay, so within the comments I'll try to mention it. So this p1 is going to be selector. Okay, so it is selector, and then here we have this content, no, here this color, this thing is there, no, that one color is going to be what property. Okay, and then here Indian red is there, no, Indian red. So this thing is there, no. So this is going to be the value. Okay. So this is how we are going to view these things. Okay. So this is what the internal CSS is. And then we already implemented the thing that is external CSS. We are going to see that particular one more document. Okay. Here itself I'll show you. Okay, I'll try to open new file. So here I'm creating one more paragraph. So here you can give within the style tag, or you can give without the style tag, so no worries. Here I'm giving p3 paragraph. So for that I'm taking only color itself for your sake of understanding. Okay, first of all I have to save this one. It is CSS intro, right? CSS intro dot css. Okay, yeah, it's color. So I'm going to give one more color for better understanding. So I'll try to give the blue color. Okay, so blue highlight, sky blue, dark blue, so dark blue. Okay, so now I'm trying to save this one, and then in the previous thing I already told you. So we have to include that CSS file by using the link. Okay, So this is how we are going to view. So within the href we have to give the file path. Okay, that is css intro.css. Okay, now let's see, and also we have to create the paragraph here, right? So it's going to be, wait, this p3. Okay, it's fine. So p3, within the p3 we have to give the content, so whatever it might be. Okay, css adds the functionalities to the html documents. That's fine. Now we'll see. You might be observing the differences that CSS adds the functionalities to the HTML document. Here I have included the external CSS file, right? So see here CSS CSS, so which I am created in the same folder. I am included the file path over there. Okay, that's why it's showing like this. So hope you people are clear with this internal CSS, external CSS and the inline CSS, right? So if you have any doubts in the internal, external and the inline CSS, please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll move further. Shall we move further, guys? Yes. I want response from you people. So here only limited persons are there. So I want these people to learn these things. So kindly please let me know in the comment section. Shall we move further? Now you people are clear with this internal, inline and the external CSS. Shall we move further? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I already told you. So P1 is the selector and the color it's going to be the property, and the Indian rate which we are given is going to be the value. Okay, so here these are the things, and then so we'll try to discuss about the CSS selectors. So CSS selectors, it might be paragraph or it might be an ID. So I already told you ID can be implemented by using the hash symbol. So hash symbol followed by the ID name. So within that you have to give the CSS properties. So that is it's going to be the property followed by the value. Okay. Here itself I'll try to implement the ID as well. So ID is nothing much. It's going to be started with the hash. So here I am giving the paragraph of 4. So for the paragraph 4, I am giving the CSS property. That is same thing. I am going to give the color. So here we have many colors, and here I am going to give so sky blue. Okay, deep sky blue is there. I am giving this property, and then here I have to create the P4 paragraph. So in the P4 paragraph, so I'm going to give this particular thing itself. That's fine. We'll see the output of this. Uh, so see, it's displayed in the black color, I think so. So here, while you are creating the ID, you have to give like this. Okay. So P4 followed by the ID equals to, so within the double quotes you have to mention the ID name. Okay, so P4 we created, right? Yeah, that's fine. We'll see the output now. See here, CSS stands for cascading style sheets. So this is how it's going to be displayed, right? So now you are clear with this ID, right? So we can include the CSS properties by using the IDs as well. and then we have one more thing, that is class. Okay, so class is going to be created by using the period operator followed by the class name. Okay, so for that also we'll create here this is what the id is, and then for the class, period operator followed by the next paragraph. Okay, next paragraph. So here same thing I'm giving color. Okay, so like this, please tell me on color. Hmm, here royal blue is there. Okay, I will try to implement for this. So here I'm created the class by using the period operator followed by the class name, that is p4. Okay, now we are sorry, so here I try to use p5 because p4 is already created, that's why. And then here I'll try to change this particular thing itself here. So p5, and then here we have to add there the id is so, there we are including the id, but here we have to include the class, right? So for that I am giving as class, so here followed by p5. Okay, we'll see now how it's going to be. So see here, this is what the royal blue is. Okay, this is what the royal blue. So this is how we are going to implement the CSS properties by using the class, and then we have many more things. Okay, then universal selector I already told you. So universal selector, it's going to be created by using the star mark, so which in which all the CSS properties included here are going to be applied for all the CSS, sorry, all the HTML document. Okay, so here I'm giving the background color. Yeah, it's going to be gray. I'm giving gray. Okay, yeah, and then I'm giving one more property, text align center, and then I'm going to give the margin with 25 pixels. Okay, so this is what the universal selector is. Okay, by using this universal selector, so if we wanted to apply the all the CSS properties to entire document, in the sense, at that case we are going to use the universal selector. Now we'll try to run this. So see here, for entire HTML document, the background color is going to be the gray color, and then the text is aligned to center, and then margin it's going to be the 25 pixels. You might be observing the distance between these things. So if you want more clarification, you can give the 50 pixels here. Then see, you might be observing the difference between the outline and the internal text. Okay, so this is what the universal selector is. Okay, hope you people are clear with this universal selector, and then grouping selector. Okay, so here if I wanted to display all these things, okay, this P1 paragraph and then P4 paragraph, P5 paragraph, if I wanted to display these things in the with the same Indian red color, you can give the here as, so P1 comma, and then you can give P2 here itself, and then you can give P3 here itself. Okay, so this is what the grouping selector is. So for P1 paragraph, P2 paragraph, and the P3 paragraph, the text color is going to be the red. Okay, hope you people are clear with this grouping selector. Then so we already discussed these things, that is how to insert the CSS, that is inline CSS, external CSS, and the internal CSS. and then CSS comments. Okay, so we have many comments like single line comments is there, and then multi-line comments are there. Okay, so single line comments are going to be here itself, we given no, so you can remove these things. Okay, so single line CSS in the sense here, so forward slash followed by the star. Okay, see here, here comment section is started. So this is universal selector. Okay, so if you wanted to close the comments in the sense, you just give the star followed by the forward slash. So this is what the single line comments is. Okay, so it would not affect the HTML document. Okay, it will not affect the HTML document. So it will not affect the HTML document. So this is what the single line comments are. So it's going to be given like this. Okay, so we have one more option is there. So you can view the comments like this as well. Okay, so like this also you can view the comments. Yeah, that's fine. So this is what the single line comments are, and then while implementing the multi-line comments, so same thing, you have to give this one followed by whatever you want. So by using the multiple lines, so you can do like this, and then once after completion of your multi-line comments, you can give like this. So it's going to be not affected the next section. Okay, so this is what the multi-line comments are. Okay, hope you people are clear with these comments. And then while coming to the colors, so in the HTML tutorial we are not discussed regarding these colors, because we have plenty of colors, and so if we wanted to implement those things, it will be time-taking process. And then we have the things like RGB, so which is going to be red, green, blue. So it's a combination of the colors. Okay, so if you give RGB followed by the values in the thing, so it's going to be displayed. Okay, so here you might be observing, so what I am given, so here I'll try to give the color. Okay, color, so RGB value, see here you might be observing this RGB. So here you have to mention the red, green and blue values. I'm giving the red value. Okay, so if I give the red value as, okay, 200, so we'll see how it's going to be affected. So it's not going to be affected, okay, because you have to give this here. Okay, so P1 paragraph. So you just observe the P1 paragraph. So it is going to be changed to another color. So previously it is in Indian red color, but it's changed. Now I'll try to change this value. I'm changing this value to 255. We'll see. So see here, you might be observing the difference between the previous text and the current text color. So if you give 300 here, so no, only it's up to 255. Okay, and then so if you wanted to combine this green color to the red color, so you can play with this as well. Okay, I'll give 100 out. Okay, green value as 100. We'll see now. See here. green color is going to be added for this. You might be observing the difference between the previous text and the current text as well. And then if I wanted to add the blue color, so you can give blue color as well. So we will see the difference now. So see here, both red, green and blue color with these values, okay, are going to be added here. Then, so this is something about the RGB value. Then we'll try to implement this thing for the background color, because so you can observe. So see here, so this color is going to be like this, okay. I'm going to implement one more thing, okay. You now you are clear with this RGB. Now I'm adding the alpha value for this, okay. Alpha value. So alpha value we have to give, so alpha value it ranges from 0 to 1, okay. So 0 to 1. So if I give 0 for this, we'll see now, so it's going to be white color, okay. And then if I give 0.1, so it's going to be, so little bit red color is going to be added here, right? You might be observing the difference. And then if I give 0.2, so it's going to be red color is going to be changes its value, okay. So in the same way, when I give this 0.5, so you might be observing the difference. So see here, it's going to be changed like this. And then if you give the value as 1, so see here, a complete red is going to be displayed. Okay, so this is what are the difference between the RGB and RGBA. Okay, so A stands for alpha value. Okay, hope you people are clear with this RGB. And then while coming to the exa values, I already told you, by opening the website you can select the value, and that ID is going to be pasted over there. So that's what the exa values are. And then while coming to the HSL values, so HSL is nothing but the hue, saturation and the lightness, okay. So it's the same thing. So it's going to be the percentage, saturation and the lightness, it's going to be the percentage, and the hue it's going to be the value, okay. So for this also, for the same thing we are implementing here. So it's going to be the background color. For that I'm giving the HSL value. So if you give the HSL value as a 0, 100% and the 50%, so it's going to be the pure red. Okay, see here. So it's going to be the pure red. So if you give the hue value as 173, 173. So your wish, you can give the value which you want, okay. So this is, if you give 173, so it's going to be look like this. And then if you give the hue value as, so we have up to 350, I think so. Hue value ranges up to 350. And then the saturation value is going to be in between the 0 to 100%, and the lightness also it's going to be the 52 sorry 0 to 100%, okay. So I'll try to change it to 75%. We'll see now. So see, that lightness is going to be very low over there. So this is what the HSL values are. In the same way, for the HSL also, the alpha value is there. Okay. So here also alpha value is there. That alpha value is going to be same. Its ranges from 0 to 1. So if you give 0, it's going to be the white color. So if you give 0.5, so it's going to be look like this. And then if you give 1, it would not affect anything. Same thing is going to be displayed, okay. So hope you people are clear with these colors, right? So if you are clear, Then we'll discuss about the background colors. Okay, please let me know in comment section. Clear, right? I want response from you people. So if it is clear, we can move further. So CSS is very important. So HTML is one topic, CSS is one more topic. So if you include these two things, so attractive websites is going to be the output. Okay, so the combination of HTML CSS is going to be the good website. Okay, by using these two things, we can create the websites in good and organized and attractive manner, right? So you are clear. Okay, then that's fine. We'll try to implement now itself. We are implemented the background colors. Okay, so in the background colors also we have many things. So if you give simply the background color as like this, so it's going to be look like this. And then one more thing. So in the background color is there, background image is there, background repeat is there, background attachment is there, and background position is there. And then we have the background shorthand property. Okay. So now we'll see first the background color. So in the background color, you can give. So here itself we mentioned no. So you can give like this, or you can give however you want, so you can view like this. Okay, so that text background color is there. And then for the entire document we have background is there. And then one more thing is there, like here we mentioned the alpha value, no? So same way, in the same way, we have opacity value, that is the transparency. Okay, I'll try to change these things. So if I view it as green color, you'll see now. So it's going to be look like this. So if you add one more thing, that is opacity. See here, opacity is a thing. So its value ranges from the 0 to 0.6, I think so, right? So if you view it as a 0, see here, nothing is going to be displayed. And then if you give the opacity value as 0.2, so little bit, so it's going to be displayed like this. And then if you give the opacity value as 0.3, that is opacity is nothing but the visibility, guys. Okay, so if it is 1, it's not going to be affected anything. Okay, so its value ranges up to 0.6, 0.8 also is there. So see here, this is how it's going to be look like this. Okay, this is what the opacity is. The opacity property specifies the opacity of transparency of an element. Okay, so transparency is nothing but how it's going to be visible or displayed. Okay, so that's what the opacity value is. So hope you people are clear. So its values are ranges from 0.0 to 1.0, right? And then we can implement this transparency by using the RGPA, that is alpha value. By using the alpha value also, we can create this transparency. And then we'll try to discuss about the background image. So background image also we are implemented in the HTML tutorial. So here itself you can view as background image. So you have to mention the URL. Okay, so within the URL, in the double quotes, you have to give the path of your image, that is going to be the background of your website. Okay, so in my folder start.png is an image. We'll see now. See here, the background color is sorry, background image is going to be displayed like this. Okay, so this is how you are going to include the background image into our HTML document by using this CSS property. And then for the paragraph also, if you wanted to give the background for the paragraph, you can give for that as well. So here for the P4 paragraph, I'll try to give the background image. Okay, background image. So here within the URL and within the double quotes, you have to give mention the path start.png. We'll see the output now. So see here for this paragraph. So which one, that is P4 paragraph. So for this paragraph, the background image is going to be displayed. You might be observing that the curve is displaying here. Okay, so this is how we are going to include the background image into our HTML document by using the CSS property. And then we already discussed these things: repeat X, repeat Y, repeat horizontally, like this for the entire document. Will take, that's fine. See here, so the images are repeated like this. So if I give background repeat as a repeat X, so see here, background repeat as repeat X. Okay, so if I give it as a repeat X, so it's going to be repeated in the horizontal manner. You see the output now. So see here, horizontally it's going to be repeated. Okay, so you might be observing. So if I give it as Y, so it's going to be repeated in the vertical thing. So see here, it's repeated in the vertical manner. So that's what the repeat and the horizontal repeat and the vertical repeat. And then you can here you can give no repeat. If you give no repeat, so that the image is not going to be repeated. See here, only one image is going to be your background. Then you can align that particular background image as well. So for aligning the background image, so you have to give the background image background position. Okay, background position. Yeah. So you have to give, if you give the center, so that image is going to be displayed in the center. Okay, you might be observing the difference between the previous thing and the current thing. So this is what the background position is. You can give, we have many things. Center is there, right top is there, left top is there. Likewise, many things is there. Right top, left top. So hope you people are clear with this background image properties. So if you are clear, then we'll try to move further. We have one more thing: background attachment. That is, if I wanted to fix that particular background image, you have to give. Okay, so see here, you might be observing. Okay, I wanted to give more things. Okay, then only you will be clear with that this attachment property. That's why I'm giving the more here. So here many things is there. I'll try to remove the background image for that P4 paragraph, I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. So see here, you might be observing while I'm scrolling, the background image also scrolling with me, right? I wanted to change this property. So you can change that property by using the background attachment property. Okay. So see here, background attachment. So if you give it as a fixed, it's not going to be moved. Okay. So see here, how to refresh it. So see here, the image is fixed here. Okay. The image is fixed. It's not scrolling with my cursor. See here, the background image is fixed, right? You might be observing the difference between the previous thing and the current thing. So background, if I give background attached as a fixed, it's going to be the constant, and if you give it as a scroll, so it will scroll with the cursor. Okay. So by defaultly, the background image is going to be what scrolled down. That's fine. So hope you people are clear with these things. And then we have the shorthand property. Shorthand property is nothing but we can view these things. The order of those things are background color, and then background image, and then background repeat, and then background attachment, and then background position. So here we are given these things in these multiple lines, no? So you can change it. Okay, I'll try to insert this in the comments. Now we are implementing this shorthand property. Okay, so shorthand property. So you have to give it as background. So followed by, so here green color given. No, I'm trying to remove this thing. Okay, so here itself you can give green. So within this you can give the URL, that is the path of your image .png, and then within this you can give the repeat property. So if you wanted to repeat, you can give repeat, or if you want that thing is not repeated, so you can give no repeat as well. And then your the that image position. Okay, so here I am given center, right? Okay, center. So there is no difference between the previous thing and the current thing. Okay, you might be observing the thing. So here I'll try to change it for body. That's because I mentioned it as a star. For the text also, it's going to be the background image as like that. So see here, now you are observing the difference. Right. So the shorthand property is nothing but color followed by the image, and the followed by the repeat, and followed by the attachment, and followed by the position. Okay. So you can give like this. So what, instead of writing these 4 lines of code, you can give all the properties within a line itself. Okay. This is what the shorthand property of the backgrounds. Okay. Hope you people are clear with that. If you are clear, then we'll move further. Please let me know in the comment section. Yes, what about others? Okay, that's fine. Then we have discussed these things in the what these borders and all in the HTML tutorial itself. Okay, you can use this to try to search for the CSS borders, and try to it's your self-learning topic for the day. Sorry, while entering into the next class, you will be aware of these CSS borders. I can ask you people to share your screen and try to implement these things. I'll ask